See, as you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out. And also, if you stay down here and you never fuck around, you'll never find out.
Alcohol, right.
Now in this series, there will be multiple battles happening on different fronts, very similar to a boxing fight, where guys have to worry about the cuts to their eyes, how well it gets maintained by the different cut mans, also how each boxer will adjust from round to round, and also how well their stamina will hold up with the numerous tactics that have been applied with the body blows from round to round. And in this series between the Knicks and the 76ers, the same things will apply. Joel Embiid with that bum knee, how long can he hold up against the Knicks offensive rebounding? Can the Knicks continue to execute in their transition offense, not allowing the 76ers to set up? How well will the role man of each team step up from game to game? Also, which superstars will make the proper adjustments as this series goes along? And finally, this right here might be the biggest battle of them all. How well will each side take advantage of the non-Embiid versus the non-Brunson minutes? And in the second quarter, the Knicks maintained themselves in the non-Embiid minutes. From the start of the second quarter, all the way to the point when Embiid checked in 5 minutes later, the Knicks at that stretch held up, scoring at the exact same pace as the 76ers, 11-11, both teams shooting 50% and having no turnovers. And when we look at the inverse, by the time Jalen Brunson checked out for about a 5-minute stretch, the Knicks were able to maintain themselves as they shot 50% from the field, Josh Hart knocking down a tray, same thing for Deuce and Dante. But once again, they did not turn the ball over. As the 76ers in that same time span had the same stats, they shot a little bit better, 60%, but they did have a turnover. So once again, the Knicks and the 76ers at least maintained their offense at the same clip, limiting their turnovers in the non-Brunson and Embiid minutes within the second quarter. And the same battle will continue to play out in the third quarter. So as the third quarter progressed, the non-Embiid and non-Jalen Brunson minutes proved to be very vital in this game. As soon as Embiid checked out, the Knicks were able to take advantage, scoring 10 points, having 0 turnovers, which I have to emphasize, on 66% shooting. And as far as the 76ers, they were not able to maintain their offense as they only had 5 points with 2 turnovers on 28% shooting. So guys like Maxey were well contained and other guys couldn't quite get it going. But by the time Embiid checked back in and Brunson checked out, the Knicks had maintained themselves in the non-Brunson minutes, scoring 8 points on only 1 turnover. Even though they couldn't get their shots to go down, the fact that Bojan hit those 2 back-to-back shots helped them to get 6 out of those 8 points. Meanwhile, the 76ers had more shot attempts. They were shooting 60% from the field, but they had 2 turnovers in those non-Jalen Brunson minutes. And with the 2 steals the Knicks were able to get, it helped them maintain the score. But these very minutes in this whole series will prove to be vital, especially in this game. Because when it comes down to the nitty-gritty in this very game, the 76ers were not able to capitalize in the non-Brunson and Embiid minutes. But Jalen Brunson checked back in with about 8 minutes to go in the fourth after the Deuce McBride and 1. And the Knicks were up 8.